Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be telling you guys yet another story of my absolutely insane life. Okay, so this one was kind of a funny one instead of a sad and depressing one like so many are and will be in the future. But anyway, let me just tell you about the time that I called the cops at like 3 a.m. for absolutely no freaking reason at all. So just sit back and enjoy me sucking at Call of Duty and listen to the story. Okay, so about 2 years ago, I was at my grandparents' house, and they had already fallen asleep, and I was just up late at night watching some TV. It was probably football, because that's what I love, but that's for a different story. Anyway, at that time, I had a cheap phone that absolutely sucked, and it was, like, broken to where I couldn't hear sound unless I had headphones or something connected to it. So anyway, it was at 3 a.m., and I really wanted, like, a late-night snack of some sort, so I walked in the kitchen with my headphones, still connected to my phone and everything. So I got me like a bag of chips and just stood in front of the kitchen sink, so I wouldn't wake anybody, and just stared out the window. That it's in front of the kitchen sink, by the way. So here's where it gets crazy. I stared out the window and saw like a flashing blue and red light that was like at the top, like right part of the yard, I guess. And like I'm not gonna lie, that scared the hell out of me. Like I thought somebody was about to break in or some crap. Like I kept staring at it and wondering like what in all of hell it could be till I finally ran in the living room and woke my grandmother up to tell her what I was seeing. So her and I walked in the kitchen together, and like she didn't see it unless she was standing in just the right spot. But eventually she saw it too. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I was like being kind of a baby because my grandmother wasn't really worried like at all, but I was really worried about it. So I ran back to my granddad's room to let him know what I was seeing. Hoping that I would at least have someone else on my side. That we needed to call the freaking cops. Well, I mean, you just have to know both my grandparents somewhat to understand, but they ain't scared of nothing, like nothing at all. But for me, mainly my grenade, called the cops. I mean, really, I was old enough to kind of take care of myself, in case something happened. But my brother was asleep at this point, and we really didn't want to take any chances. Anyway, my granddad just called the cops and asked them to just take a little look around the property to just make 100% sure that there was nobody there. Which, by the way, it didn't take the cops but like 3 minutes to get there because it was approximately 3 a.m. in a small town. So anyway, once the cops arrived, it was two of them, by the way. They took a look around the whole property, and they didn't know what in all of hell we were even talking about. So I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me mad that they were looking at me like I was a freaking idiot. So I opened the window and started talking to them. That way, hopefully, I could give them like a better description of what I was seeing. So I will give the cops credit. They definitely did do their job by double and even triple checking around the property to make sure nobody was there. But after they did all that, they, in a polite way, told me that they didn't know what in the hell I was even talking about. I mean, it definitely made me mad, but there wasn't really anything I could do about it. So they eventually left, and let me tell you, there wasn't any way in hell I was going to step outside with something that's waving blue and red lights outside. That obviously isn't the cops. So anyway, I just went on back to bed, and I mean, I guess I kind of forgot about it. Like, I just started listening to some music and stuff like I used to do, and sometimes still do before bed. So I know I'm about to be trailing way off topic right here, and you'll probably want to know where in the hell this is going. But do you guys know that disappointed feeling you have, when you're like really feeling good and just jamming out to some of your favorite rappers or something, and your earbuds or whatever you're using just die out, like out of nowhere? Well, yeah, that's what happened to me that night. So I just basically said, screw it. I'm gonna go plug in my headphones and my phone, and that way they can charge while I sleep. And by the way, I always had to charge my phone and everything in the kitchen. So as I'm walking in the kitchen, I noticed the lights go away as I'm putting my earbuds in their case to be plugged in. Now, at first, I thought this was some paranormal crap going on and aliens were on the verge of invading, but luckily, after a minute, my stupid self finally found out that it was just my earbuds glowing the whole time, in the mirror, the whole reflection thing. It was my stupid earbuds. It was the lights on them. And I'm sure you guys can, guess or imagine, or maybe you even can't, how ridiculously stupid I felt that night. Anyway, as embarrassing as it was, I did tell everybody what it was. That way it wasn't anything to worry about. But yeah, really all I could think about is how those cops probably thought I was high or owned something. But eventually I got over it. And looking back now, it's actually hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious until I run into those cops again or something. But for now, it's hilarious. I don't know why I keep on saying that. Anyway, guys, I guess that's going to sum it up for today's video. If you enjoyed this story time, please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to hear me ramble about more of my crazy life, because there is so much more and so much worse to be heard. Anyway, if you have anything you want me to talk about in my next video that might be related to something you've been through, please let me know down below, because I also want to try my best to make more videos where I give advice to people who are struggling given all I've been through. Anyway, be sure to subscribe to my main channel to watch my content that's honestly so much better. Anyway, peace, I guess.